I'm Lauren from Pack Hacker, and in this video we're taking a detailed look at the TOM BIHN Bantam, which I've been testing for the last 2 weeks. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe so we can keep making content to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. If you're someone who just carries a wallet, phone, and keys, plus maybe a couple extra items here and there, this is gonna be a really great option for you. So that is definitely me. I try and keep it pretty minimal with the stuff that I carry every day, and this bag is designed for that. So on the outside here, it's really, really simple. There's no extra pockets or anything, so all the storage that you get is gonna be inside this main compartment. But looking at the outside, there are a couple of different features. Starting off actually up top here, we have a few loose threads. They don't look like anything that's like, it just almost looks like when it was being sewn, some thread just kind of escaped and then got like stuck on the outside there. So it doesn't look like it's actually coming apart. And usually Tom BIHN is pretty solid in their construction. So I'm not super concerned about that over there. But this version that we have here is the recycled RX30 X Pack. It also comes in a reverse X Pack and the 400D Halcyon. So the 400D Halcyon is something that you'll probably, if you're familiar with Tom BIHN, you'd likely recognize that. But that reverse, and this is a little preview on the inside as well, that reverse X Pack is basically this, but all around the outside of the bag. So it's a little bit on the shinier side. I definitely like this. It was a little crunchy, but not overly so. I didn't really feel like it was, you know, too much. I think in general, because it's so small, we've got that going for us as well. So on the outside as well, PFC-free material, YKK buckles and zippers. So these buckles here and then the zipper on the outside. And then otherwise, that's pretty much it. You have a little logo here. It looks like the bottom is like, it looks like a almost like a ballistic nylon or something like that. Unsure of the exact material, but it gives a little bit of variety, adds a little bit of like abrasion resistance down there as well. But overall, it's a pretty sleek little bag if you don't carry a ton with you every day. There are a couple of different ways to carry this bag. So it comes with a crossbody strap. So this just attaches with those YKK buckles. It is pretty thin. It's sleek as well, like it's slick, I guess. The one thing that I noticed with it is that this like adjustment material separates a ton. So when you have it on, the tension keeps it from kind of slipping around a bit, but it just felt a little bit unwieldy. It was pretty comfortable. This strap just keeps it more in like a side carry mode. And then you can, I'm just actually gonna leave these on, but it attaches with these O-rings on the side. Or you can take one of their gatekeeper straps and attach this on either side here, and you can carry it in sling mode, whether you want to like put it around your waist or across your body, across your front or your back. And then there's also this little slip pot, or like it's like a belt pass through. It's a 2.5 inch wide, so it fits most belts. It's pretty low profile. I found that it just kind of hangs out, but you can also carry it like as a waist pack if you were to just use this strap as well. But it is nice to have that functionality, and it doesn't get in the way otherwise. It's just kind of hanging out. This is the bag in crossbody mode. You can make it a little bit higher to sit higher on your body, or you can make it a little bit lower as well. Overall, it's pretty simple. Like I said, that strap is pretty thin, but it is comfortable. You're not really going to pack this out too heavily to where it's going to get uncomfortable. If you prefer slings, this is definitely the way to go. It's pretty comfortable just with this crossbody strap. If you have another Tom BIHN bag, you can always steal the gatekeeper clip from that as well, so you don't have to buy this because it is sold separately. But I found that the crossbody strap really got the job done, even if I wanted it to sit a little higher on my body like this. And last up is the belt pass-through. So this feels pretty secure. I have a relatively stretchy belt on right now, so it's definitely a better fit if you have something more structured, just because then it won't sag quite as much. You can see a little bit that it's like pulling forward. So in general, I prefer using the straps versus the belt carry. I'm actually just going to leave these straps off when we're going to be talking about the main compartment. What's also nice about this is that if you wanted to, you can remove all the straps, and then it makes a nice little pouch. So a little bit of double functionality there if you're not quite sure what you want exactly, or you're not going to be using it as like a bag all the time. So we have a dual zipper which means that you can open it, you can put both of them on this side or both of them on the other side, and you have a little bit of customization about how you're going to be opening it. But in general, just kind of opens right up, and then you can see everything on the inside. So it's a little bit dark. There's no additional liner apart from that. This is like the back side of the X Pack. Like I mentioned, you know, it could be reversed on the outside depending on your material that you choose. But it has like a little bit of a shiny look, which kind of adds a little bit of reflection. But in general, with this black colorway, it's going to be a little bit harder to see inside, but being so small, not a huge deal. So in true Tom Bin fashion, we have a O-ring on the inside. This is the only O-ring, and this comes with that key clip. So I'm just going to detach that, but this is like their standard key clip that you would get. You know, it's long enough that you can use your keys while this bag is still on, so that is really great. But if you don't want a key leash quite as long, then I just put like a carabiner on here and then clipped my keys to that at one point, and that worked really great for me as well. And then on the inside, I just have a couple of daily essentials. I've got a portable charger and a cable, and then I have my wallet, and then I have some chapstick, and then a couple of other random accessory things. And so I'm just going to take everything out here. This is a little rock where you'll find them left around northern Michigan, which is where I was this past weekend. So I have that with me, a little souvenir. So the inside here, you can see it's like a little bit structured. There's almost like a base down at the bottom there, which nice. It keeps its shape really, really well when it's empty. And there are a couple of pockets for storage. So these little slip pockets are a mock woven elastane. So they have a good amount of stretch to them, but they're pretty low profile. So they just hang out around that, you know, back edge there. And, you know, they're great for like if I wanted to put my wallet in there, that's always an option. I used it for like smaller accessories like this little tripod. So that worked out really well for me. And then, oh look, this phone case likes to hang onto my bobby pins for me, which is nice. And then this back is, I have an iPhone 13, so that fits really nicely in that back slip pocket. So you do have a little bit of organization options on the inside here, but overall it's just kind of open and ready for, you know, just dumping things in here. With this, you know, depending on your preferences, they're missing out a little bit on some organization that you could have on like that front panel there. But because there's no like liner or anything, you know, that stitching could potentially show through. So I'm not particularly missing it. I think that in general for me, this amount of organization in terms of pockets is really great, but we have some people on the team who prefer a few more options for tiny other, you know, additional pockets for their tiny gear. So definitely a personal preference thing, but if you like, this bag is great if you're someone who just really, really, really likes to keep it minimal. Like me, this is pretty much the max that I would carry minus this rock. This doesn't often come with me. So, you know, this is a really great option if you just want something that's low profile to your body, can handle just the daily essentials and not really much more than that. So there you have it, the Tom Bin Bantam. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.